Is this a red flag or is this not a red flag? I had a great question from one of my clients the other night where she said she went on this date with this guy. They're vibing. There's all kinds of compatibilities, shared values, shared vision for their life. Like she can see all these alignments. There was only one major problem, according to her. And the problem was this guy talked the entire time. Maybe you've been on a date like that. The guy just won't ask you a question. He just wants you to know all about him, wants you to know all about his business, wants you to know all the amazing things that he's done in his life, but he's not asking you about you. Is this a red flag? Is he a narcissist? What's going on? How do you know whether or not to give this guy another shot? Because he is good looking, you have all kinds of shared values, and you're feeling good in his presence. This was a situation from my client, and she was asking, how do I navigate this? And what I'm so impressed with her is that she went to a move that very few people do. She felt herself begin to put up a shield, if you will. And she noticed that. And so step number one is to notice what you're noticing. Only when you notice what you're noticing can you then move into a conscious decision or a conscious choice around what do I want to create here? She noticed, oh wow, I'm feeling really triggered right now. There was fear that was coming up for her. She felt herself kind of push back on the date, energetically pull away. And she noticed, oh, why? What's going on? I'm pulling away right now. Oh, there's a part of me that's afraid that this guy is a narcissist. Because her last relationship was with a narcissist and it was very painful. And so the part of her that's still connected to that old trauma, that doesn't want to feel any of that old pain, raises up and gives you the siren and says, whoop, 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 watch out, watch out. But if you let that old trigger, that old hurt, that old trauma dictate your conscious awareness, then we're ultimately going to keep ourselves stuck, safe, but single. Her awareness of saying, okay, I'm noticing what I'm noticing. I'm noticing my fear that this guy might be a narcissist. Then she brought it to the call. Should I give him another shot or shouldn't I? How do you know? Well, it's important to understand the number one indicator for you to know whether or not this person he's talking too much. Is he a narcissist or is he just a little bit awkward on this date? Because those are really two equally viable possibilities, right? It's yes, people who are narcissists want to talk all about themselves. And guess what? Guys who are nervous end up over talking. Guys who see you and think you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are awesome. If a guy comes into the day and thinks that you are all that, he's already decided you are super quality. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to measure up. The way in which men try to measure up, the way in which men try to say, look, I'm also quality enough to be with you, is they try to demonstrate their high value. The way they demonstrate it is through stories of their life, that maybe it's the travels they've been on, the business they're running, all the cool things about their life, because what they're attempting to do, peacocking, right? The peacock shows all of its bright, beautiful feathers saying, I'm a good mate, check me out, I can provide very cool experiences for you. That's what the guy's stories are all about. He's trying to demonstrate that he can provide a beautiful experience for you. The challenge is he's ignorant in that moment to the fact that the beautiful experience you want is also to be heard, is to contribute to the conversation, is to actually have him get to know you as well. In dating, when we're nervous, we're all trying to bring our best selves, but often we bring our awkward self to a date. And I'm sure you can relate to that. When they're awkward, when we're a little bit nervous, what'll happen is we'll go to overs or unders. Same thing when we're arguing. People go to overs. They'll start shouting, getting really angry, or they'll go unders and they'll just pull away, or they'll get quiet and they won't say anything. They'll retract. When we get off balance, people go to overs or unders. So his overs might be oversharing, over trying to impress you, and not asking enough questions. So what are some indicators for you to know, is this him just being in overs and sharing, or is this guy actually a narcissist? Key number one is to actually tune into your body. Your body is an incredible intelligence system, and it bypasses your logical mind. Your body, your subconscious mind actually communicates to you through the body sensations. And so you want to notice, do I feel expansive with this guy? Do I feel, wow, the rhythm of the date is a little bit, maybe not what I would want. I want to be sharing more. But when you actually peel the layers back and you get underneath it and you just feel the energy of his presence mixing with your presence. Do you feel at peace? Do you feel expansive? Does it have a good overall feeling to it? That is one of your number one communicators. Or does it feel a little bit constrictive? Does it feel heavy? Does it not feel good? When you move in the direction of what feels expansive, your life expands. When you move in the direction of what feels constrictive, because sometimes we force things, right? Like it feels constrictive, but man, this guy's got a job, makes good money, he's got time off, he's spiritual or religious, he shares my same faith, like he's good looking, and there's got all the things on paper, but it's just, there's like something that's a little bit off. You know that feeling? And you force yourself to move forward anyway. And then ultimately what happens? Your intuition knew all along and it leads you to a more constricted life. Step number one is really lean towards what feels expansive and what feels constrictive. Now, I also get it that sometimes our ability to tune in and know exactly how we're feeling, it's a skill set that grows over time. You can develop this. And if you're tuning in and you're like, I have no idea. I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm kind of like right in the middle on if it feels expansive or it feels constrictive to go on another date with this guy. Give the guy 2 or 3 dates. Let him settle into himself, find more of his own balance, his own self on these dates, the same way that you will. Like the two of you will begin to be more comfortable. And then notice, does the conversation naturally balance out? Does he naturally start to ask you more questions? This is what you're looking for. You're not trying to control it within the first 2 or 3 days. What you're looking for is you're just trying to see where's the natural rhythm and flow and connection of this relationship. Because however the date naturally flows in the beginning, that's where its natural current is. It takes the least amount of energy to allow it to flow. If it's off course, it takes more energy to get it back on course. So you want to see, does it begin to flow after 2 or 3 days? Is this conversation better? And there's one more strategy that you can do if you want a foolproof method to find out what his level of awareness is. Where is his consciousness, and can he make agreements that align with what it is that you would love? And it's this, is where you have a direct conversation with him about co-creating an experience that works for both of you. And this is the way it goes. When you have a conversation, a direct conversation, where ultimately you're going to ask for a shift, ask for a change, ask for something that you would love more of or less of in the interaction, always start with what you're appreciating and the intention that you're creating. So you would start with something like this. Hey, can I ask you for a favor? And he'll say, sure, what's up? And you say, you know what? I love the dates that we've been going on and I feel so connected with you. And my intention is I want to take our connection to an even deeper level or an even closer level. One thing that would help me in doing that is if you would ask me more questions about myself. I feel like up until now, I've gotten to know you really well. The stories, the backgrounds, and I'm really appreciated all that you've been willing to share. And I love that. Really, I'm looking for someone who's like you in the sense that they want to open up and share. And I feel like I haven't been able to share enough about me for you to really get to know me. And what I would love is if you would ask questions on things that you're interested in as far as my background, my history, so I could share that with you. Would you be willing to do that? Is this the guy that's going to get defensive? Is this the guy that's going to pull back? Or is this the guy that's going to be self-aware enough to say, oh, you know what? That's a really good question. I've really just been wanting you to get to know me. Of course I want to get to know you. And tell me about you. Tell me about your family. Tell me about how you grew up. Tell me about your life, so on and so forth, and see where the connection goes from there. That right there is a massive indicator, not only of that moment, but of the skill set that the two of you have to be able to navigate bumpy moments down the road in the relationship. So there you have it, a few beautiful tools for if you're on a date early on and the guy is talking too much. Number one, notice what you're noticing and don't let old triggers dictate your future results. Number two, figure out, is this just overs and unders, or is there a deeper issue going on here? And number three, give him some time to find his balance. And if it doesn't balance out on its own, number four, have a direct conversation. If it's worthy enough, if the relationship's got enough potential there, have a direct conversation and see if the two of you can co-create something even more beautiful together. My question for you is, what's really worked for you to figure out if somebody's talking too much on a date? If you just be like, cut it loose, end it right here, we're not doing this, or if you're going to give them more time, what are the principles or the things that guide your decision in that? Go ahead and share that in the comments below. I appreciate you. And know this, if you're in this amazing relationship right now, I know it can absolutely expand and go even deeper to whatever you would love. And if you haven't found your person yet, just the fact that you have the desire for this relationship is evidence that that relationship exists. And I 100% see you calling it into your life, manifesting it. And know this, the best is yet to come. So feel a big hug from me to you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.